Good morning from NASA's Johnson Space Center. This is Mission Control Houston. You're looking at the International Space Station Flight Control Room. From the back of the room, looking across the consoles, team of flight controllers watching over all of the systems once again today, Wednesday, March 14th, 2012, as the team watching over the shoulders of the crew on board the International Space Station today. The flight director on duty once again for the shift is Royce Renfrew. He's overseeing this team, which has been on console since about 7 o'clock this morning. The team will support the International Space Station Expedition 30 crew until about 3:30 this afternoon Central Time. He's joined on console today by Hal Getzelman. Hal is serving as the spacecraft communicator, the CAPCOM, providing all of the voice link between the flight control team and the crew aboard the International Space Station. The ISS is currently tracking into an orbital sunrise as it heads across the upper Midwest of the United States, just about to head across Montana, North Dakota, and then out across portions of Canada before swinging out across the North Atlantic for a pass across the North Atlantic and then down across northwestern portions of Africa, crossing the coast of Morocco. From this vantage point, the station is circling the Earth every 92 minutes at an altitude of about 240 statute miles, offering an orbital sunrise and sunset to the crew on board the station about every 45 minutes or so. That crew made up of Expedition 30, six-member crew commanded by astronaut Dan Burbank. His two colleagues that arrived at this station back in November of 2011 are Anton Shkaplerov and Anatoly Ivanishin, two Russian cosmonauts. Those three have been aboard the station now for 121 days. They've been in orbit for 123 days. They plan to return home in late April. The other three crew members that make up Expedition 30, Russian cosmonaut Oleg Kononenko and astronaut Don Pettit, along with André Kuipers from the Netherlands. Those three crew members have been aboard the station for 83 days today, and they've been in space for 85 days. Commander Dan Burbank is spending his day working with Robonaut in the U.S. laboratory Destiny, following Tuesday's groundbreaking efforts by Don Pettit, who was assisting with some upgrades to the humanoid robot's systems, and also watching as R2 signed Hello World as part of its checkout. Pettit today, Wednesday, focuses on medical experiments and in-flight maintenance activities associated with routine hardware and other equipment that is part of the elaborate environmental control and life support system on board the station. Kuipers focuses today on human research support equipment, including the tissue equivalent proportional counter, relocating the maintenance work area of the station, and installation of a support cable for the cell biology experiment facility. The three Russian cosmonauts have conducted routine maintenance checks in the Russian segment of the station today, and they've evaluated their orthostatic stability utilizing the lower body negative pressure device. They've also spent some time reconfiguring the communication system in the mini research module 1, known as Rassvet, which is the Russian word for dawn. So all of that activity translates into a busy Wednesday aboard the International Space Station for the Expedition 30 crew. They will wrap up their day and head to bed about 4:30 in the afternoon Central Time. Their typical day begins with a wake-up call on board about 1 a.m. So a busy day for the crew, and they again will talk to their flight control team later this afternoon to wrap up all the activities that they completed throughout the day as usual. This is Mission Control Houston.